Welcome everybody to episode 19 of the Take Aim Gamescast. I'm your host, Scott Mills, the Microsoft/PC expert. I'm joined on my left by Brett Wolf, the PlayStation expert.
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
And on my right, I've got the expert of a little bit of everything, the Nintendo expert, Eric King.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Well, I love how you yawned right into the camera, like you're so fucking
so
like,
into
bored.
it.
Yeah, he's so
Yeah.
into it that it's putting him to sleep. Good intro there.
So we have some cool things to go over with you guys today. I don't know if you guys, we did not tease this last week, I don't think, but Star Wars Celebration was this weekend, and there are a few cool, very cool new trailers that dropped. We're going to talk a little bit about the new Star Wars game by Respawn, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. They finally released some details about the game, because we didn't know like hardly anything about it. And they finally released a trailer for that. So we're going to spend most of our episode just talking Star Wars, and then we're going to talk about the movie a little bit.
Yep, new
So-
trailer was shown a couple days ago.
And then we're going to talk about, at the end, we're going to talk about some Game of Thrones, because that's releasing, well, we're recording this Sunday, it's releasing tonight, so
Season
we're
8.
excited for that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So I guess we'll jump right in with the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order trailer.
Do we have a new segment this week?
Well, I thought that you weren't going to do it because there wasn't a lot of stuff.
No, yeah, there was only a couple news.
No
stories,
news this week. Well, besides what we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
for our
there
topics.
wasn't a whole lot of stuff, so any news, we'll just cover that next week. I think we want to focus on the Star Wars.
Well, let me get this out really quick.
Yeah.
Dreams Early Access, Tuesday, April 16th.
Okay.
Only digitally, and only a limited number of people can buy the game. So just throwing that out there for people that might watch this.
Can't pre-order it either. So.
Yeah, you have to get it the day of.
Okay.
So just want to throw that out there. The next week, like you said, Scott, we'll get into more news as next week seems like a busier week for video game news than
That's right.
this past week. So
There's also Elder Scrolls Blades. It's in early access for everybody.
fuck Elder Scrolls Blades.
I'm enjoying it. Like it's there's some repetitive stuff. It's in early access though, so they're still improving a lot of things.
And
It's cool. There's like a full story to it, like a full campaign story to it.
Well, speaking of stuff that you've been playing, so you were playing Elder Scrolls Blades, and then you said you have an update on your streaming.
Yes. So this week, I'm gonna be finishing up Devil May Cry 5. Tuesday, I'm doing missions 18 and 19, and then Thursday, mission 20 is the final mission. So that's gonna be the finale episode. Is
Okay.
Thursday, and then there's a secret ending, and I'm gonna try to get the secret ending too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't done any streaming. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Borderlands, Game of the Year Edition and 2, so I might start streaming again eventually. But I do plan to stream, like we talked about last week, Days Gone.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the plan. So I'll probably stream throughout that game. I think that's an easier game to stream than what Kingdom Hearts and Sekiro were. So be on the lookout for that. I will play that game on stream. So just throwing that out there for sure.
And Eric, you're still waiting for Rage 2, right?
Yeah.
Nothing before then.
Yeah, no, I'm getting real pumped for that game though. It's,
That's
quite a
good.
few trailers now, and I guess it's kind of set in the Doom universe because they have Doom weapons on that game, so it'll looks really good. So
Yeah, kind of like what I've seen from that so far.
yeah.
So yeah, that was the news that we had. So the Star Wars trailer, they brought out. It was a big hype thing. 2:30 p.m. Saturday, they had a big conference on the Star Wars Celebration live stream on YouTube show that we watched. And they just had a bunch of the game creators and developers, some of the lead people from that came out to talk about the game. and then they released the trailer pretty quickly on that. They're like, so you guys want to see a trailer? And everybody's like, yay! And then they showed the trailer. And the trailer there was no gameplay footage in it. So if you guys were wanting to know anything about how the game plays, we don't know anything about that still at this point. But then at the end they told everybody what the release date was going to be. It's going to come out November 15th. So I guess I'll start with Brett.
Okay.
So tell me, what did you think about the trailer? So the trailer was mostly just a story-based trailer. It just sets the tone for how the story's going to be.
Yeah, so it's going to be a third-person game. I'm pretty sure they said it was a third-person like action-adventure game. You're playing as a character named Cal, who's an original character.
Yes.
And the story takes place after episode 3, after Emperor Palpatine. Well, I guess it wasn't Emperor Palpatine then, but Darth Sidious, had the Order 66, which is to kill all the Jedi. And this guy, it seems like he's a Padawan who's maybe he was training at the academy before they started going on the lookout to kill all the rest of the Jedi. And so it seems like it's it's an original story, and I'm hoping it's not kind of like how you guys didn't play Battlefront 2, but Battlefront 2 had a campaign, and it was a lot of like fan service. It had like all the heroes were in it, like Leia and Han Solo and Luke and everything. And I'm hoping this one stays kind of away from that, and maybe introduces some more characters. And but yeah, it seems cool that they talk about this game being very accessible for new players, but then also a combat style where it's gonna be hard to master. So easy to get into, hard to master, and they're really focusing that when they were talking about you will play as a Jedi. So I'm assuming you can you have a lightsaber. I wonder, my biggest question for that would be, can you change the color of the lightsaber? Can you change like the whole hilt of it?
Yeah, they were very weird about the lightsaber because the guy's like, oh, so can you guys go into detail about the lightsaber? And they're like, no, we're gonna wait until probably like E3 until they talk about that more.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, the lightsaber is very integral to the story and it has a very big connection with Cal.
Yeah.
So we still don't know much about that.
Yeah. They mentioned it's totally a single player game, no multiplayer aspects at all. So sorry, Dominic, you might play a single player game if you want to play that. No microtransactions, no loot boxes. And they said that those will never come to the game. So let's say Respawn is really doubling down on what a lot of fans have been kind of clamoring for from EA. I think Respawn is such a studio that a lot of fans enjoy and like. And especially with the way Apex turned out, Titanfall 2, Titanfall 2, that game got massacred when it got launched due to the games that were like surrounding it, like Battlefront 2 and Call of Duty. So they're really catering to their hardcore fans, and I'm really excited to play it. And the trailer wise, I didn't get too hyped for it because I really didn't feel like they showed a lot of it. Again, it wasn't gameplay. It didn't really make me go, oh my god, like the movie trailer did for episode 9, but for this one I was kind of just like, okay, like I was more, happy about those 3 things, single player only, no loot boxes and no microtransactions. That got me really excited, and it's coming out this year. Yeah. So I'm definitely intrigued, and we'll see who picks it up in our fantasy draft.
Yeah. So Eric, what did you think about the trailer?
Yeah,
from what you saw.
I thought it looked pretty good. I got hyped when they brought out that stormtrooper, and
that was kind of cool. It was a little weird. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a selfie with the stormtrooper," and took a selfie with the crowd.
Right, but it seemed like the main antagonist in the game was a new guy, so we don't know anything about him yet. But I'm hoping, I'm kind of with Brett, where I'm hoping they don't show a whole lot of known characters already, and it's just kind of his own thing.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if there's a Darth Vader appearance or something at some point in it, because we know that he's a big part of killing off all of the Jedi or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, no. Oh, because this is between 3 and 4, right?
Right.
So Darth
No,
Vader's dead and Sidious is dead.
Well, here's my thing.
Because I was thinking that Order 66 came.
You said Darth Vader's dead?
No, Darth Vader's alive.
Between 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah. Between 3 and 4.
So Darth Sidious is...
No, I was thinking between 6 and 7.
Yeah.
And then I got
that's where Battlefront 2 took
There's
place.
too many movies now. So.
No, yeah, so this is between 3 and 4. It's
Okay.
between Revenge of the Sith and
Okay,
New
so
Hope.
yeah, Darth Vader, yeah, if we could see Darth Vader.
I'm gonna be pissed off if we end up in Tatooine and we see baby or child Luke. This would piss me off. I don't want to see Luke at all.
Yeah,
And it's like,
I agree.
I don't think we need to see him
See,
grow.
like this dude's own
Yeah, I don't
story,
need to see
but it
that.
seems like the Force is very involved with this.
Yeah.
Well, he has Force powers. He's a Jedi.
That's
That's
they showed it in like pretty much every little clip of him, where he was like using the Force. Like that guy fell down off of the ship that they were doing whatever the fuck they were doing with that ship, like destroying it or something.
yeah.
And that dude fell down. It looked like he grabbed him probably with the Force.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I think they said that the setting is that the main character, Cal, he works on like old ships from the Clone Wars, and so that's what they were on. That's like his job. Is
So
if he
I
does,
saw
like,
that
maintenance
mentioned.
work.
So he has like a job, like I
Yeah.
guess, or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to hide from.
I didn't hear it all that well
War.
because I was kind of watching it
Mhm.
like at the bar last night.
Yeah.
Because that was the only time I've seen the trailer so far.
Alright,
didn't
update
hear that.
on the Masters. Tiger Woods is 2 strokes ahead of second place on the 17th hole. Holy shit!
Oh, so he's in the lead.
Yeah.
Wow.
So-
What happened to that? The
Sorry,
guy
guys.
Who was in the lead? That
He-
Francesco.
He double bogeyed on 12, I think.
Oh wow.
So okay.
All right, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much all my thoughts on it because I haven't gone
Yeah.
like super in depth with the trailer. I'm kind of disappointed it didn't show like any sort of gameplay. Like I was hoping maybe just for like a minute or two.
Yeah,
just to
I was
show
too.
us,
Like
but-
Respawn, they're getting
I mean,
to
it's
be
fine.
kind of known for that now. Like with Apex, like nobody really even knew about the game until they're like, "Oh, hey, we're releasing
Well, I
it."
mean,
and
it's fine
like,
with me
they're
though.
good at keeping things under wraps.
'Cause I don't like when these games like show a ton
Yeah,
of gameplay
I
like
think we'll
leading
see
up
some.
to it coming
Yeah.
out. And just fucking wait till E3
I
and then
think
you
we'll
got
see
like
more
a few months.
gameplay at E3 probably. I'm hoping, but yeah, I was just happy to see something for the game. I thought the trailer was cool. It had a bunch of just like neat things, like the stormtrooper type of thing. I forget what they called it exactly. It was a special type of warrior that hunts down the Jedi, and that's what the black suited like stormtrooper type character was. It's a special character meant to hunt down the Jedi. And the main character, Cal, is being played by, let's see, I've got it on my phone, Cameron Monaghan.
I think he was in Shameless.
He wasn't Shameless.
He's in Shameless. He plays in Gotham. He plays as the Joker in Gotham. And I watch Gotham. I think he does a pretty good job. He's very funny, very fun actor. So I think he'll do well in this role. I mean, I've only seen him as a bad guy as the Joker, so this will be a good guy, the protagonist. But I think that was cool. I think that got me excited just to see an actor name that I know and have seen. But yeah, I'm excited for the game. I'm probably going to play it, pick it up and play it. I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. November 15th is the release date. I was happy they gave a hard deadline for the release date. That's kind of what we expected, was to be around holiday time.
Right. Especially before episode 9.
Yeah.
So I think episode 9 should be coming out in December. Again.
I would expect
It
that
is.
as well.
I think it got announced for December. I don't know if they gave an actual release
Okay.
date.
Yeah, because I know the 7 and 8 were both in December too.
I think it said December 2019. I don't think it said like a date though.
Okay.
But then the other news that all Star Wars fans are going to be really pumped for is we got our first trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, and we get the title for the new movie that's going to be coming out this year.
It's Rise of the.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, so it didn't have the in there. It just said Rise of Skywalkers. Is it plural?
I thought it was just. I thought it did have the. I thought it was the Rise of Skywalker, and it was just singular.
I'll look it up. Keep going.
But yeah, the trailer was. I thought it was awesome.
Okay, it's Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
So
okay.
So that was a very interesting name for the movie to me because if you have, well, I guess we can spoil episode 8 since it's been
no doubt.
year.
That movie sucks anyways, but yeah.
I like that movie.
No, I hate
I thought it was better than
I prefer
episode
7. I prefer 7 over 8 for sure, but
Really?
yeah.
8 sucked. Ryan Johnson fucked up that movie so bad. Like, why didn't they just have J.J. Abrams direct all 3 movies? Like, why do you have this?
Would have been.
Right?
I don't think he wanted to originally. Like they had to entice him. Like he didn't want to after he did 7. He was like, I don't really want to do it anymore. But
I think
they just enticed
They got
him.
the
How do you-
paycheck out
The
How do
fans
you
were not
how do
happy
you
with
kill
it.
off Luke Skywalker, the biggest character besides Darth Vader in
Well-
Star Wars history? And
But that's
Yeah.
the thing, though. So the Skywalkers, well, Leia's still gonna be around, but
yeah,
other
she's
than
around, and
that-
then Carrie
the
Fisher, rest in
Skywalkers
peace, is
are-
dead. Like she's dead. Like why would you? I don't get it, dude. I don't.
Well, she wasn't. They didn't know she was gonna die when they filmed it. Like,
Yeah, but they could have like cut her.
like in real life.
Just like be like, you know what? She is fucking off somewhere.
I feel like
and-
she's gonna be a pretty integral part of the story because we see a scene in the trailer of Rey hugging Leia.
you don't seem too
and
happy,
crying.
Eric.
Huh?
You don't seem too happy about something. What's
What do you
wrong?
mean? I'm not.
So yeah. So what, Eric? What were your thoughts on the movie trailer?
Well, I mean, I didn't go like super in depth with the movie trailer. I kind of just saw like
Did you watch?
I
the
saw while I was
thing?
while I was working, so I couldn't
So
hear it all.
You
that
haven't
great,
really like watched it, like sat down and really watched the trailer.
No, not really.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't have a whole lot to say about the movie
Yeah.
trailer. So.
Yeah, but
I do, but
okay, Brett, I'll let you go.
that's all you got, Eric, on the movie trailer.
Yeah, I'm trying to even think about it.
All right, well, let's try to jog your memory. So in the beginning of the movie, in the trailer, we see Rey.
Yes.
Looks like she's either on Tatooine or Jakku, and she has. I hate when people say Luke's lightsaber because originally that's not Luke's, that's Anakin's. So I hate when they say Luke. I believe that lightsaber got destroyed in Episode 8. So did she repair it? Like, because it looks.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they.
You know what's up with that?
Yeah.
It seems like that J.J. Abrams is kind of taking everything that Ryan Johnson did and just is like piecing it back together to make it fit like the way he wants to tell Episode 9, which I think is good. So then we see Kylo Ren's little like space craft or whatever, TIE fighter, and we don't know if it's Kylo Ren in there or not, but he's coming at Rey, and Rey ignites a lightsaber, and she has like some crazy ass
I love
backflip.
that.
Yeah.
That part of the trailer. That was so awesome. Like that thing's coming like super high speed,
Yeah.
and she just like jumps over it.
And then you see, the whole trailer is narrated by Mark Hamill, who plays Luke Skywalker, obviously. And then we see some footage of Kylo Ren having his mask that he wore in Episode 7 and 8. And that got destroyed in Episode 8, but it looked like it was he was kind of like piecing it back together. And I'm assuming that's probably at the beginning of the movie, since the end of Episode 8, he's kind of like fully on the bad side now. So he's kind of like embracing it. And then we see him actually killing some like people with his lightsaber, which is kind of badass. And then we see we see C-3PO, and we see that Poe Dameron, or whatever that guy's name is. Who I don't really care about him at all.
Poe Dameron.
Yeah, I don't give two shits about him because I don't think he's kind of like the comedic relief in terms of like the group.
Just give me C3.
I think he's more cringy than he is funny. Like in the beginning of Episode 8 when he's
I didn't
that
like
prank phone call.
I didn't like
Fuck
that.
you,
I
dude.
just thought that didn't really fit in well with Star Wars. I was like, Star Wars should be a little bit darker than that's like.
That's Disney. That's Mickey Mouse. Oh, that's him for you. And Disney. So then the most interesting parts for me were towards the end when you see pretty much all the main characters kind of looking upon some piece of the Death Star, and it looks like the Death Star landed somewhere and on this planet, and people were saying it could be Endor. That's where the actual.
Okay. That was the end of episode 3, right? That was the planet with like the Ewoks.
Well, we're about to the 6th. That'll be episode 6.
Yeah.
Or Return of the Jedi. Sorry.
Yeah. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then Mark Hamill says a line about that something about like nobody can be gone or something, or like there's a chance.
Yeah, nobody's actually ever dead.
Yeah, or actually ever gone or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts to kind of like black, and then you hear Emperor Palpatine's laugh.
You hear Darth Sidious
laughing.
and it is confirmed that he will be in the movie.
Right.
We don't know if it's gonna be just as like a phantom shadow, or if somehow he's pieced back together like Darth Maul and is gonna actually be.
I don't even want to see Darth Maul, but Emperor Palpatine will be sick. A lot of people were saying on Reddit that like with Palpatine that he was like controlling Snoke, and Snoke, and that Emperor. Some people are theorizing. Here's a theory that Palpatine created Anakin Skywalker, and something to do with the midichlorians, and but that's like the theory that like he created Anakin Skywalker.
Created.
Like he has like I guess like some of the extended universe that he has like a lab like on like I think it's Tatooine, and something about him creating Anakin Skywalker, because remember Anakin's mom doesn't have a dad, and Shmi Anakin's mother talked about that. It was like a miracle birth. Like she never got the pipe laid down on her. She never got digged down, and she doesn't know where the kid came from. She just got pregnant and had him. So people were saying that it was due to like midichlorians or whatever. But I think somehow Emperor Palpatine could be behind that and create Anakin, which ties into perhaps he created Rey, because in Episode 8, Kylo Ren and told her that her family's like they're just junk traders or whatever. Like they're nobody important.
Yeah, so we don't know anything about her. Yeah, I don't know. That would be kind of weird if they went that direction. Like it's like, oh hey, you're just creating people.
Here's my thing too. Like I don't want Rey to end up being a Skywalker. So like why does she like? What would be the purpose of making her a Skywalker? Like I don't get that. Like
it would be kind of like making Palpatine Anakin's dad in a sense, and then that's so weird. Like you get this whole
call me daddy
weird ties.
Well, I feel like the title is The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like somehow like it has to tie in Luke, like because there isn't really any other Skywalkers around.
Well, I mean Kylo Ren, but he's only part Skywalker.
Well, his last name would be Solo because Han was his dad.
Right. But he's still a Skywalker though. He's like the only Skywalker we know that's still alive besides Leia in the movies. Yeah. So, I guess another theory could be that like maybe Skywalker might be a new term for like Jedi. So instead of calling them Jedi, they'd be called Skywalkers. So
that's cool.
And that might tie into with maybe Kylo Ren and Rey kind of maybe rebuilding some type of like order, but kind of honoring Luke.
Because in the last episode, like they were they were trying to join, like Kylo Ren was trying to get her to join him, and then they obviously split off and they went crazy. Yeah, I think that would be more likely. I think so you'd have something like that.
So it'd be like instead of calling them a Jedi, they'd be called the Skywalkers, and this would be in honor of Luke and the people that came before him, because he was trying to restart the Jedi Temple and everything. So they wouldn't be called actually Jedi. So we'll see. It got me hyped. But Episode 8 left a kind of sour taste in my mouth. So I'm hoping that J.J. Abrams can really nail this one, as this is the last one, the sequel trilogy. So yeah, no doubt. Anything trigger your mind, Eric? Anything? Are you a big Star Wars fan, Eric? Or are you kind of like Jared?
somewhat. I don't know. I'm not too into the new movies so far. So.
Have you watched all the movies?
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
Favorite character?
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker.
No, that's mine. You can't have the same one. You can like Chewbacca or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And Scott, yours is definitely C-3PO.
I like C-3PO.
Yeah, you're definitely C-3PO.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That's
Okay.
fine.
Lost for Birdie. Tiger Woods.
Come on, Tiger. I think if he gets this, it's pretty much gonna be game over, right?
Oh, if he gets this.
Whoa.
So we make sure we put
He's
it.
already like what, 2 ahead or?
Oh yeah, I don't think people can see. So the
Oh,
TV's
easy.
right there
Yeah,
behind us.
you can't see it, but yeah, this is
it's on. So.
this is a live footage of Tiger about to
Golf
make.
radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna throw some golf in here for the sports fans that might watch our channel.
Yeah, I mean Tiger Woods is an national. I think
Everybody knows who Tiger
knows who Tiger Woods is, and it's amazing that he's made a comeback like this.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I thought his career was over.
Here it is.
Nope.
Nope, he
He
missed.
missed it.
Yep.
Oh well.
Was that
Still get par.
No, he'll get par, yeah. But yeah, that's episode 9 in December, and I'm just hoping that they don't really make Rey into some badass, because it's cool just to see her just be a normal person, and but then I guess they still have to talk about her being like, kind of like force sensitive, where she can like talk, was able to talk with Kylo, like, and all that. So I think did she even have like people like mind control people? Like, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Because remember she was a capture in episode
I think
7?
and she was able to do the mind control.
But then we saw,
Stormtrooper.
episode 8 where that one kid, a little kid on that planet, with a broom or
at the
whatever.
end, yeah,
that was
at the very
stupid.
end,
Yeah,
yeah,
but I'm thinking that like everybody has a force. You just gotta believe in it and have a good heart, and you're gonna have a force.
They're gonna
fuck that.
bring that
Fuck
up.
you, Disney. Fuck you, Mickey Mouse.
So it's not gonna be the little kid who's the rising Skywalker.
No, I'm hoping Luke comes back in some capacity though, not as a force ghost. I'd like to see him be rewritten back in, and my life dream in the Star Wars,
he
I
wasn't dying. He was just teleporting to some other place.
I want to see Luke actually like fight with a green lightsaber and all that. Like that, it's fan servicey, but God, I would fucking just jizz right in my pants.
Oh.
And no, that's not yucks. It's a good thing. And but I can see them coming back as Force Ghosts. I can see Yoda coming back. I can see maybe we even see Hayden Christensen come back as Anakin, and then Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan as like Force Ghosts and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. I think so. Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited.
So yeah, that's episode 9, and Disney's also they've got this new Disney Plus streaming app, and they're gonna be bringing some new shows over to that. I don't know if you ever watched any of the animated shows that they've done.
I looked at Clone Wars a little bit.
I watched Clone Wars a little bit as well.
Nothing crazy. I really didn't get into it, but
Clone Wars was cool from the first season that I watched of that. They had a really cool thing for how Palpatine even got like the database of all of the Jedis that existed, so that he could even like infiltrate and get that Order 66 out. So it kind of explains that in the Clone Wars, and then they've got that Star Wars Rebels show, and I haven't really watched that, but then they're gonna have a new live action show on this Disney Plus app called The Mandalorian. So there's plenty of Star Wars content for all you Star Wars fans out there to watch for.
18th hole.
But now we can get into a topic that Eric will probably be able to contribute a little bit more into. As we mentioned, tonight, it's Sunday night, is the premiere of the final season of Game of Thrones. Now, I have to be honest here, I've only seen through like a little bit of the 5th season. Yeah, I'll just let you guys throw out there the spoilers. I'm sure I'll watch it, or if he ever comes out with the books, I'll read them eventually. But I'll let you guys go and do your talking about what you're expecting from season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Alright, so premieres.
Maybe we should turn this up a little bit.
Yeah.
The Masters? I mean, I don't want to like have like two voices talking over each other. And if you guys want to like do like a special like let's show Tiger's Last Hole.
Let's go do this really quick.
Alright, so Game of Thrones premieres at 9 tonight. season 8. What's this episode? Like 50-something minutes, I think, tonight?
52 minutes?
Yeah,
It's somewhere in the 50s. It's not going to be that long of an episode, kind of like a normal time.
So, yeah. It's been like, what, year and a half now, at least? Probably more than that since season 7.
About a year and a half. I think season 7 came out in 17.
But,
God, it's hard to concentrate with Tiger Woods back there.
I know. So, I don't know. We probably won't see a whole lot tonight. I think it's probably just going to kind of introduce season 8. But obviously, I think it's going to pick up pretty quickly because they only have 6 episodes this season.
Yeah, really picks really quickly.
It's not a full 10 episode because normally their seasons are 10.
Yeah, they've dropped the episode countdown the past 2 seasons.
But the amount of time in each episode is up.
Well, it's picking back up in the later episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the end of season 7, we see the Jaime is heading back up to the north to join the Winterfell army, and we know that Cersei, I'm saying that weird. Cersei, thank you. She's kind of like not about it. She wants us to see that everybody fucking die up north, and then just deal with.
I think she wants them to like annihilate each other, and then she comes and cleans up the scraps.
She has the Iron Bank coming in, all his mercenaries with the Euron Greyjoy.
Yeah.
He's bringing them all to King's Landing, and but yeah, so we see Jaime heading up
he's
north.
bringing them to King's Landing. I thought he was going back to the Iron Isles
With them? Wasn't
I
Cersei
thought he was
Cersei
going to
paying
hide.
for it?
I thought he was going to hide at the Iron Isles till the fucking White Walkers are dealt with.
Oh. No, I'm pretty sure they're coming to, I guess we'll see today,
I
but...
thought that's what he said. We just watched it.
Really? Oh.
He's like, as soon as they brought that fucking White Walker out,
isn't
he's like, I'm going to the Iron Isles.
Yeah, but maybe he'll drop them off and then go to the Iron Islands.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because they're afraid of water.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we see Jaime heading up north, and everybody's kind of up there. We see that Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen had sex, even though we know that Jon Snow...
You mean Aegar?
Scott, I'm spoiling this for you.
Okay.
Scott, I'm spoiling. So we see that Jon Snow is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen, who's the oldest brother of the Targaryens, of the Mad King, who got killed by Robert Baratheon. And he married in secret Lyanna Stark. So with Jon Snow being the only child, he's the rightful heir to the throne. Daenerys thinks it's her because she's the only Targaryen left that she thinks of, but really it's Jon Snow or Aegon Targaryen. And we know that, so Jon is a nephew of Daenerys, but then they had sex, so some more incest stuff in there. We see that...
I almost felt like Tyrion knew somehow too, because he was at the end of the hallway.
He's peeping out in the hole to see some butt on
Tyrion always says.
Well, no, I mean, he knew that was her nephew.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's what they were trying to get at, or if they were just trying.
I think they're coming at that
he knew they were
he's
in
like,
there
shit.
getting it on.
I think he knows that because he wants Daenerys to be the queen. Because he knows he's gonna have some type of power.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't think he trusts Jon and the Winterfell folks.
Yeah.
So he's kind of hesitant about that. We know that so they're on the boat. I think they're going up north again. She has 2 dragons. The Night King and his widgets are, with the blue dragon, the ice dragon, the blue eyes white dragon, destroying the wall at the Night's Watch. So they're coming in this way from the north, and then we see that everybody else is kind of coming up from the south and kind of going to meet somewhere probably in Winterfell. Yeah. I'm assuming Winterfell gets annihilated eventually.
Yeah.
But we know that Sansa and Arya are still there. Sansa's in charge of, she's the lady of Winterfell, and she's in charge while Jon Snow is away. We know Arya's a badass, and that she fucking kills everything in sight. And I think that's going to be, I think this episode will be more along the lines, well, we're going to see what happens with the wall, with everybody coming into the Night Watch.
The Night King. I'm kind of confused, on the map, where Winterfell is in relation to the wall. How close is that? I don't really know.
It's not that close, but we're probably see Night's
Watch. Is there anything
Watch.
between Winterfell and the wall?
I think there's some other kingdoms up there, but not as big as Winterfell. Winterfell is kind of like the Washington D.C. of the United States. It's kind of like just the capital of the North.
Yeah.
And then I think today's episode will be more dialogue heavy. Maybe it's setting up the whole season. But we'll see some action.
Everyone's gonna be meeting up in Winterfell.
Yeah.
I think.
We know that Daenerys ends up in Winterfell because that was in one of the teaser trailers.
And you could see Arya in the trailer, kind of looking up at the sky, so you kind of assume there's like a dragon flying
Yeah,
up.
there's the two
She's kinda, like,
dragons
you know,
that she still has, and they're probably gonna be there. So the tigers, getting closer
Yeah,
to.
Tiger's looking a little bit nervous out there.
Nah,
But
they'll be
I think
alright.
he knows how big it is.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be we thought about maybe doing like a post episode, but maybe we'll do an episode of our recap of Game of Thrones sometime this week. But yeah, I'm excited for it. We're all pumped. 9 o'clock HBO, and we'll see what happens. So, but yeah. All right, anything else, boys?
I think
Short
that
episode
was it.
today.
So yeah, short episode
Sorry
today.
for all we're watching the Masters back here, so it's kind of like, but not a lot of news this week. This Star Wars and Game of Thrones starting up, a lot of nerdy culture things going on.
Yeah.
That we all can kind of like, that we all enjoy. So hopefully, we'll be able to talk with you guys and see what you guys think about these
Tiger's
things.
up 2.
Yeah, he's up to.
And he's up 3 from the only guy still playing.
He's about to
so,
hit the fairway soon. I mean, hit the greens. So probably won't wrap it up.
so you
Okay,
basically
yeah,
have to
so-
have like a
Uh,
all-time fuck up here.
Next week we'll have a little bigger episode. I'll have my review of Devil May Cry 5, and we can talk about the Dreams early access. Is that early access going for everybody?
No,
or is it
you have to buy.
closed?
No, you have to buy it. So you have to buy. You pay $30.
Oh, so you're like pre-ordering the game and you get the early access for Dreams.
Right,
Okay.
pretty much. But it's only a limited amount of people that can buy it, so it's kind of like closes off
Okay.
after a certain amount of people.
How
And
It's
have
looking like
you?
he's gonna
Okay,
cry.
so are you gonna be like waiting to buy this? Like,
Yeah, I don't know what time it's gonna be announced, but I don't have any meetings at work, so I'm gonna be on my phone and Reddit, making sure I can get on there and hopefully buy it.
Okay.
'Cause I mean, I'll
Yeah,
build
you
a
can
level.
buy. You're talking about Dreams right now, right? You can buy that from your phone, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
should be able to.
I'm gonna try to do that like right when I wake up.
Yeah. So
Okay. So we got that to look forward to for next week. With that, thank you everybody for watching, for continuing to support us, and make sure to press that subscribe button on our channel.
give us a thumbs up. No thumbs downs.
That's right.
Thumbs ups.
And the thumbs ups.
Fuckers. That's like my box opening video.
And with
Yeah,
that,
what are you up to now?
I think I'm down to
Two?
3 dislikes. I don't know.
3 just.
And I think
wow,
one
dude.
is somebody I know. I just won't say.
oh,
Oh,
Tune in next week to find out who I think it is.
I think I
Oh,
might know who you think
cliffhanger.
it is.
So, okay.
okay. So we'll catch you guys next week.
Later,
Bye.
guys.